This is Urban Shop Talk Live for today, and this is the episode 19. And we got, it looks a little bit different today. That's because we got a few friends with us.
We've been invaded.
We've been invaded. The ladies have invaded us.
The ladies.
And we're not mad about that. We have with us today Dina Finney.
Yes.
How are you today?
Great, thank
Good
you.
to see
Thank
you.
you for having me.
Very lovely.
Friend of mine.
Good friend. And Miss Cassie Chappelle. How are you? All right. So, yeah, we're here today. And, today we...
Cassie, I've known 4 months.
How long you known everybody? You know them for...
Cassie, I've known for 5 months. Cassie. No, I know Cassie.
I've known you for probably 4 years.
Yeah, that's been 4 years. Cassie, about 2 years.
2 years.
A great friendship with these two lovely ladies, and they're always calling me out.
That's why we want him here.
That's what we're here for.
I want him.
What's up, Bam?
This guy,
What's up,
man. Keep him in check. All right, guys. Usually, we start off with a little bit about how our weekend was, but I'll start with the ladies. The ladies first. I'm gonna talk.
We talk about the best subject, movies and TV shows, and then these ladies said we're going to totally change this around.
And come and
we're going.
I
know
their own
they
thing,
came in. It was bosses.
Want to change it around?
Are women bossy? Women be bossy.
You go.
They're in a good way. In a good way.
I'm not gonna touch that. Well, let me ask you about that
Women
weekend.
are bossy.
How was your weekend, Cassie?
I have to think about that.
It was
It's summer.
It was in summer.
Every weekend is lovely.
Oh, that's a good answer. It was in summer.
You didn't do nothing fun? What do you do?
I did yoga in the park. I went to Shakespeare in the park.
That sounds
in the
boring.
park.
Right.
But okay.
I always have a full weekend.
She always has a full
Right,
weekend.
Barry?
This is a busy
We
woman.
went to a concert on Friday. What was that?
Old school.
Old school.
Old school
How do you
Jones.
like it? Did you like it?
It was very good. We were late. Very late. We had what?
Oh, only late.
Three of like.
We
only
got
half
there like an hour. Hey, just walked in like, hey, you know
10
who we are.
o'clock.
You know who we are. It was cool. It was
But
cool.
we had the best part though.
Yes, we
We
did.
saw Tony.
Yeah.
We saw H-Town
Yeah.
and.
The alumni, which was.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Sorry.
Really? No.
They saw a lot of good, great R&B acts.
I was gonna go into it. All right, never mind. H Town was off the hook though. I think
Yes.
the best one was. I thought H Town was. They killed it. They killed the show. I thought.
You went live. I was watching.
No,
some
there
of
was also Drew Hill. I think they,
Oh, how are they?
they were good.
Cisco looks the same.
I know, right? He doesn't age.
No.
Cisco doesn't
He ain't
age.
been working that much.
Cisco.
At the time of this, Cisco,
Oh, he is working.
he is working.
Oh, yeah,
Come
that's
on,
cool.
man.
That's
See,
cool.
hey, man.
They hate already.
He's
man.
doing his thing. He's in his
Cisco's
doing
on the
concerts.
hook.
He's the man. He's the
All
man.
right.
He's
You
been
wanna
a little
hear
quiet.
what I did on
That's all.
Saturday?
What you
Yeah.
did?
I went to the MMA championship.
Ooh,
At the
who's-
Olympic ringside.
I was about to say, I guarantee you, this woman will not do nothing unless she's at ringside, VIP. Man, off the hook.
Is anybody
Oh. Hey man, close the door, man.
Go ahead, B.
All right.
Technical difficulty.
All right.
Real quick.
So, we got an interesting conversation going on. Now we're going to talk about the dating in Seattle.
Yes.
Okay. So, we're going to talk about do's and don'ts of dating in Seattle, kind of the trends going on in Seattle. We've been kind of going back and forth on this.
We're live.
Yes, yeah, everything goes on the shop. So let's get started on the number one topic. First of all, the dating scene in Seattle. You guys have.
And when we're saying Seattle, you mean the greater Seattle.
Greater
region.
Seattle area.
Wait,
All
what
of it.
area? What the hell you think? If I'm talking
See,
Seattle,
that's fine.
King County. I mean,
No.
You could be talking about the city of Seattle, or you
No.
could be talking about
Let-
city, all the surrounding areas as well.
All the way here.
Hey, we
There's
always
a
got flavor
difference.
going on. See?
There's a difference.
Okay.
Be specific, please.
Wait. I just said Seattle. Does it?
Here we go.
Just
King
the greater,
County.
great.
King County.
County.
The greater.
King County.
Like
King County.
25-mile radius.
Exactly.
Out
This is
Seattle.
crazy.
Gotcha.
We talk about.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. So, some of your initial thoughts. Is it? Okay. How about stacked up to other places? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it mediocre? What have been some of your experiences?
I would say it's like difficult to kind of get a grasp of what's happening because Seattle does have an overall passive culture, and the dating culture also can be very passive as well. So trying to figure out where
What do you mean
people
by
are
that?
coming
Yeah,
from.
I don't understand that.
I'm from the Bay Area. People are very direct. If somebody's interested in you, you're going to know it. Most of the time, men initiate contact. In Seattle, my experience is men do not initiate contact.
Well, maybe
wait,
so.
wait,
Maybe
wait,
maybe
wait,
we stop
wait,
looking so
wait.
mean. That's another thing.
Oh.
If women stop looking so mean, and be more friendly in terms of and engaging, maybe guys would feel intimidated.
So you're generalizing all women look mean.
Oh, you just generalize
You just
that most men are very passive
No, that's not what I said.
No,
Okay.
We're talking about culture versus
Right.
specific
Okay.
individuals.
This is her
I'm talking
first-hand
about my
experience, so
impression
it's valid.
of the overall.
This is
It's
her-
very
yeah,
valid.
what she
It's very
sees.
valid.
I see what you're
And you
saying.
have something to compare it with.
So you're saying that you think that a lot of guys, when you go out, they're not really like they're acting shy, they're not really stepping to you, they're not really
Yes.
coming at you. They might look, you might see them looking, you might notice them noticing you, but they're not actually gonna let it be known to you like that.
Yes.
Okay.
And
I get
I'm
that.
not sitting there looking mean.
And you're not looking.
I
mean.
do not think
But how do you
that's
know
the
you're not
issue
looking
at
mean?
all.
Yeah, that's a.
How do you know
I
you're
think
not
that we
looking
know
mean?
what expression is on our faces when we're sitting somewhere, right?
Do you?
Do you know when you're smiling or when you're frowning? I'm
I
pretty aware.
got
Pretty self-aware.
big teeth. I'm always smiling.
I look mean, but I want
Big
to
teeth. I
look
always
mean.
smile. It's all good.
What do you?
No, I know when I'm giving off a vibe or an air that I'm interested in somebody, and when they're just not able to receive that information
What is that? What would
because
that
they
mean?
have maybe some sort of block.
But what would that be? Like, what is a tell sign if a guy doesn't know that he's out there and he's looking at Miss Cassie and he's thinking that Miss Cassie looks great out there today, but he's not really sure. Maybe he's been turned down, maybe he's been dissed a couple times. He's not
This
sure.
is what I
do
will
you
say.
do?
I think men are used to women going for them, and so they've kind of got like settled into like that. There is kind of things are flipped a little bit.
Well,
From what I've
there's
seen.
nothing wrong with that either. There's nothing wrong with it, lady. If a lady's interested in you, to initiate the conversation. I don't see.
I didn't say that.
Nicholas-
I'm not saying
that
you
a
did.
lot
I'm
of
just
men
saying.
Nicholas
have,
Jones
like-
co-signing with Cassie.
With me?
No,
She said,
with
no,
Cassie.
I don't
She's
see.
definitely
I
right.
think if a
about
woman
the
is
passive
interested,
culture.
she should initiate some conversation and initiate the process.
Well, hold on. Time out, real quick.
Amen.
Okay,
Guys, amen.
Let me just say something because I
So tired of
think
women
that,
always. Oh, I'm going out. Okay, I got.
I think that I understand where you're coming from. If you're there and you're the woman, so the guy should come to you, and that's just the natural way. I think a lot of people feel that it should go in that type of thing. But do you feel like there's anything that you maybe could do to be more inviting? Because you think that you don't give off a look or a vibe or something like that says that you're not interested.
I don't think
But
a
do you
woman
think
should
that
have to
maybe-
be all in a man's face for a man to catch the vibe to understand that she's interested.
But
I'm
how-
still going to maintain being a lady and keeping my composure. You know,
Do
while
you smile at the guy?
yeah.
Okay,
I mean, if
hold on.
you're
I want to
looking-
get Dina's take because Dina also. What would be your take? Because you're known out here in Seattle. You know what I'm saying? What you do for a living.
My experience is
and
different. I mean, my experience is different from you. You say, I mean, I hear it all the time that men are passive, but my experience is different. Men here are aggressive. Even those who are in a relationship already, or semi, or halfway, or committed, they still try to hit me up. And I don't like that. So for me, dating in Seattle is pretty much like zero. I mean,
So
for me.
Okay.
and
Okay.
I don't have any problem. I mean, I never approached men because I already, I mean, I'm not like lifting my own chair, but that's my experience. It's very valid. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm always out and about, and but I'm not interested. Like I wish I can meet someone from church.
But do you go to church?
I do,
We don't go
but
to
they're
church.
all married. You see, when you get to a point where you're past
that a
30,
This is a real issue too.
this is a real issue because
I
once
totally
you pass
understand where
30,
you're coming
40, and you're looking in church, they're all married. They've been married for 15, 20, years. They stay together.
I was
Yeah,
single
yeah.
going to church all the time.
Hold on, I got a
Right?
comment.
I was single going to church all the time.
Okay,
When you single man, that go
There's
to
a
church?
comment right here.
Goodness
Antonio
gracious, I can't believe
Antonio
it. What is-
Antonio Shaver says,
What's up?
it's
What's up,
too-
Antonio?
It's too passive aggressive out here. Women act too bougie out here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Females be scared to look up at you while they're walking out and about, and the women out here seem mainly they want to talk to a guy to talk to them, but when a guy says something to them, they get defensive and weird. And
That's a valid point too.
I
And
think so,
I
too.
think that actually really does happen.
Okay, what about the process of online dating? Is that a easier way to go? Obviously, it seems like more people are going that route.
Lydia says, please address the resting bitch face. It's not our fault. Some women just have resting bitch face. Is that a thing?
Wow.
Could that be
Yeah.
something?
What is it?
Okay, but that's
What the hell is
now
that?
we're getting somewhere though. We're getting
I don't even know what it is.
somewhere right
I've
now.
never heard of that.
The
This is exciting.
resting bitch face. If for those who might not know what that means that a woman might be sitting there looking like, but on the inside she's not. She's nice. She's happy. She's having a good time. So maybe it's just her expression and the way that she looks that might be making people think that she's gonna bite my head off if I try to
Yeah.
talk to her.
Well, what makes you think a guy can sit there and decipher all that?
They
and
can't. This is
nobody
the problem. But that's the problem.
If
They
you want to
can't.
just go out,
If you're really interested, you kind of have to try anyway and see what the outcome is.
and you have to try too if you're interested in that guy, and not.
No, wait. Hold on. Let me adjust something that
Well,
Cassie just said there. Let me just. I do have to say something though, because just as a guy, and I've been out of the game for a minute, but when I was in it, okay, there's as a guy, I did okay at times, but then there was some times where I didn't, and there was sometimes you go in certain things, they work one night and then they don't work another night, okay, and so maybe I'm not in the mood to get dissed. Maybe I don't want to get dissed. Maybe I don't want to just. You sit there, you look at me. Maybe I'm gonna go and take my chances with somebody who looks a little nicer. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to get dissed tonight. I want to, go for something that I think I might have a shot at. You don't think that might be something?
That's fine. That's your personal choice. That's your prerogative.
So you don't think maybe a smile, a wink, something
I
might
just
help?
think that for me personally, I like men who are more gonna go out for what they want and who are go-getters and who are not afraid to try. And I'm not saying that you are afraid to try. I'm just saying a lot of it is personality dynamics, and it's about what you're looking for and what the man is looking for.
How can you tell that if you're out in the club? I always
You don't
wonder
find
that.
anybody in the club, okay?
I'm not even
But people
talking
still
about
go to
just
the
the
club.
club.
I'm
I'm
just
just talking
giving
about
it-
being out in general. I honestly do not have people approach me at any time, anywhere.
Not the
Well, you
grocery
can be
store,
very-
not the...
No, even the men in the grocery store, I feel like they're often frightened, even if they are interested. I'll be in the produce department, and some man, he might look at me and then he'll start whistling, and it's very awkward. It's
No way,
dude,
he
if
no
you
way,
think
maybe his
somebody's
whistle
cute, just look at them and say hi. That's okay. It doesn't have to be, I want to holler at you and take you home. You could just say, oh, you look beautiful today, or I'm interested.
That's a lot of work.
I don't know
That's a
what
lot
that
of
was.
work to tell a woman that she is pleasing and appeasing to the eye.
That's what. I mean, I don't know if I would do that straight up. I mean, that's kind of
What
awkward.
would you
thing.
do?
What?
What would you do?
Oh, this is not about me.
No, you put yourself in it.
I'm just
It's Barry and Terry over Shop Talk, so talk, Barry.
Yeah.
Talk, Barry. What would you do, Barry?
Yes, yeah.
Well, there are comments
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
Let me stop that.
Okay.
Because there are comments here about online dating.
Online dating.
Thank you. Dina.
I'm just gonna speak about online dating because I know at least a couple of people who are successfully married, okay, via online dating. Because what they have found is that the perfect match, what they're looking for, and it was matched. And like I said, they have two of them. They have a baby, and they are married, and they have a house, and they have the whole 9 yards.
Everything.
So online dating can be successful. It can be.
It's
good.
there for you.
Yes, it can.
Would you try it?
I have tried it maybe not when I first got divorced 9 years ago or something, but
Was it successful for you or?
it was not successful for me because the men that was matched for me were all liars. They post pictures 10 years old. And then, oh my
That's a real
God.
problem.
And
then-
Oh, women do
There's
that.
the
I
catch.
don't say women might.
The only reason why I say
I
this
don't
is
look
because
at
it was
women
2
on-
weeks.
But I'm telling
It
you,
was a
yeah.
2 weeks
Women do
trial
that too,
period.
guys.
2 weeks trial period, and I got 4 or 5 matches. Don't get me wrong; they were all okay, I'm looking for somebody intellectual and all that because my mind needs to be
Stimulated.
Right.
And so I got some matches, but they were one was 200 some big. Sorry.
You can't look past the physical, even though he stimulates the mental
No,
part.
because you know how you have a list, right? You have a list of
Whoa,
must-haves.
whoa! Now
You
we're
all wanna
getting
begin-
somewhere else.
And I
We got
already,
lists.
I'm gonna be honest.
We got lists. So,
Dina's hard to crack because I've seen Dina out. I'm
You
gonna be
see- you
honest.
see
I've
Dina
seen
out?
guys try to talk and
so what is Dina like from a
Say it. I mean,
from your perspective?
Can I be honest?
Yes.
Yeah. She hard.
She's hard on him, huh?
Yeah.
She don't. So
Yes,
in
she-
what way? In what way?
I just think that she's very intimidating. Guys have I've noticed that even we went out on Friday. A couple guys were kind of talking to me about her. I'm like, well, you need to go talk to her. It's like,
Are they trying to get inside
They're trying to
with
get
you?
inside,
Okay.
just feel her, But she has this. You don't smile.
Yeah, and I still get approached. That's the
You
thing.
don't smile at all. So.
Well,
Would it
in
be
pictures
re-
I do.
would it
Well,
be-
in pictures and with your friends, with me, she was,
Would
it was
it
cool.
be the
but-
resting
No, it's just
bitch
because
thing?
Yeah,
when I go out, sometimes I'm not interested in all these people because they're dressed fancy and all that, and it's very shallow to me. I don't know who they are, and maybe they have a baby mama. I want to meet people in an intellectual setting, like in
Shouldn't go to libraries?
No.
I mean, I don't understand that. We always say, I want to be an intellectual. Well, where are you going to meet that at?
Wait a
I go to
minute.
the library. I never see these
No. Like meetups
Okay.
and like professional networking events and all that. That's where I want to meet people because these are the people that I want to meet. I mean,
But are they not? They
You
not
don't go to the
shallow.
library, I go.
Okay, wait a minute. This is where I get so confused.
I'm
Some of the
confused
things
by this
too.
whole conversation.
'Cause
I know, right?
There's
But
things
you-
I don't know.
you
Because
act
if
like
if a guy wasn't dressed to impress, then he's not trying hard. But then if he's wearing something nice, he's shallow. Like I don't get that.
no,
What
because
is that?
don't get me
Then they
wrong.
want the
there-
guy that makes, you know.
Right. I don't understand this, man.
Well, we
I don't
want
know.
authenticity. I think
There
that
you
is-
go.
That's the bottom
That's
line.
too,
But
that's
You
too,
can be
that's,
authentic
that's
and
too
use-
broad. That's too broad.
No, it's not.
It's too broad.
Anyways, I can spot, guys that post and the guys that are really like have something going on for them, and therefore I'm not interested in talking to them. I don't want to waste their time, and I don't want them to waste my time. That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
when I go to
I'm
concerts, I know exactly who are there that is a potential, but oftentimes there's none.
And who's there that's a potential?
The artist, because the artist,
There's always none.
there was an artist trying to get at you, and you just flat out.
I just like
We were
there were
sitting-
so many people.
Backstage,
What
artists are trying to get. Well, no, we
Yeah.
ain't gonna go.
What
We ain't, no, we
We're
don't
not
say
gonna
that.
go there,
We ain't
but-
gonna say that. I seen it though. I was right there.
No.
Was I not there? Dee?
But what did I do?
Yeah,
I
you-
wasn't interested, and there were women there who were like very aggressive, trying to like be the one, and it's like no, I walked away, and and you've seen it. I just
Yeah,
walked away.
it's
Valerie
very.
said there's a lot of filters on online dating. A lot of filters.
You said
We're
it.
talking about
Yeah.
photography filters.
Yeah,
Oh, Valerie?
like dressing up the picture. I'm thinking.
Oh.
Is what she's
And it's
talking
true. I think everybody does that. I mean, you go on Instagram, you see all these women that don't
They
tell
gonna
you
give
what
you
kind
the
of
best.
editing.
They know which
how
way
many
to-
days
which way
and
to
how many
shoot
hours
the picture.
the editing took.
What side.
Yeah, and that's fine. I mean, I guess each is their own. I just think that when we're talking about the Seattle dating scene, it's cool.
Cassie, when you're in Seattle,
Seattle's cool. Love it.
How long have you been here?
Like 12 years.
from the Bay Area.
Oh wow,
She's a Seattle.
that's a long time.
It's been a while.
So you saying you appreciate men in the Bay Area more than men in the
Well, the
Seattle
Bay
area?
Area isn't even the same place anymore. Oakland is not the same city as it was when I left there.
How was it when you left?
It was just very forthright, and I didn't appreciate that all the time either. When I was a teenager, I didn't like that. Like, don't come at me like
You
that.
mean
Don't
like
say,
just
"Hey,
all in your
girl."
face kind of
Yeah,
thing? Like, okay.
But when I
Don't say
came
what?
here, I began to appreciate it.
You
I
don't
said,
say
don't
what?
come at me with the "Hey, girl,"
That could be
respect
the-
me, speak to me like a lady, be a gentleman. about it.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay.
So what would be? I mean, I'm just certain guys. People need to be somewhat educated on how you, because sometimes that's just how somebody talks. It doesn't mean that they're necessarily trying to be disrespectful to you, too.
Yes,
right?
I understand that.
So what would it be an appropriate way? So if somebody's saying, trying to get your attention, they see you out, what would be an appropriate
I'm not
way of
even saying that I necessarily want people to initiate contact with me in public. What I'm saying is overall it's indicative of a very passive, just overall culture, dating culture, that people don't do that. I'm just saying that that's what it kind of shows
Okay.
about where men's minds are at. I'm not even interested in meeting somebody on the street. Honestly, I would like to meet somebody like at church or somewhere in a setting
Yeah.
where somebody can
Professional
actually
networking.
You
yeah,
know
or
what?
speak to
Professional
their
The
networking.
older I get, the more I realize it's just, I
No,
can see why
professional
it is.
networking events and other events that are
Okay,
not just
guys,
The
clubbing.
thing is, you can hardly trust people these days. It's like you need to have some foundation of that somebody knows that person already, somebody that you know knows that person. It is really, really like actually dangerous.
but then you don't
to be
necessarily
meeting
want
random
that because
out
people
there.
set you up, but then they don't really know that person really either. Come to
Thank
find out,
you.
so you
Thank
can't
you.
necessarily say that's a
Yeah.
better way of
It's
doing
not
it,
a,
or
it's
mean
not a
them.
rule.
No.
It's not a
No, I
general
think it
rule
should
that
be-
that person is going to be a
Just like
better
people
or
say
more
you should meet
trustworthy.
somebody at a club. Well, who knows? You might meet that person at the club. You might be. All I'm saying, you have to be open to meeting
Yeah.
some people
Yeah.
wherever, because you never know where you're gonna find it.
And
It
I'm
just
not
have these
taking a hard and
limitations
fast
on it.
approach, and I play devil's advocate. I'll just argue any angle of the
Oh, I know
discussion
that.
when it comes to so
Amen.
right.
Joseph Higgins says that through friends is the best way to meet people. You think that?
Yeah.
But we just said you don't.
And sometimes like I hang out with a lot of guys, and they're my guy friends, and there might be some guy friends that it's a potential because you already know them, their character and all that, and their potential.
In fact,
Yeah.
Dina, you had a great post earlier
Yeah.
today, and I thought that was a very striking post actually, and I was like,
Yeah.
Why don't you kind of tell them, because I want to chime in on that, but
Okay.
from your
The
words.
post about the pictures.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah. So my post was about a picture. You can go on my wall. It's a picture of the events that I've been to in the last 2+ weeks. So basically, I have gone to Detlef Schrempf's Charity Foundation, which is the
Detlef
last
Schrempf.
one. So I had pictures with
One of the
Detlef
greatest
and
Sonics, too.
my friend Nesby and other people that night. And then I went.
The cornerback.
Nesby Glasgow?
Yeah, I feel like-
No, he was safety.
Safety. Okay.
Safety.
my bad.
Get it right.
So, anyways,
I know.
he's one of my
Wonderful.
best friends, by the way.
Hey.
Sorry, Nesby.
And she knows sports. This is a win. This is
Yeah.
a win right
So
here.
then I went
I'm already on it. This
the
is-
Steve Sakwani soccer tournament where I know a lot of athletes, because you have to remember I have been working with helping athletes with their foundation, community outreach and whatnot. That's what I
Okay.
do.
All right.
So this is what I have done, and then we went to the concert, and then I went to Jamal Crawford's barbecue. So I have a
My
picture with
goodness.
Jamal. So
Little
my
name
picture
drop,
was
little
like a
name-
star.
Wait, wait,
Little name drop.
No, star-studded and whatnot. And then
Brother.
I have a guy tell me like, it's like, man, you have all these men that, it's like, why do you have to post pictures of all men? Well, number one, they were all athletes. For example, like the athletes, there were no female athletes in all these events. Nothing.
Well,
So,
wait, we got the Seattle Storm. They
no,
didn't come?
nobody was there.
Okay.
So then I go to like the show, the concert. There was one female, and I actually posted one picture, but nobody noticed that because I had like 6 or 7 pictures with H Town and Tony and all them.
Lot of
You
guys.
know. So then the question is like,
Yeah,
it's
but-
just a picture. This is what I do. I network.
Well, you can see how that might be
Don't you-
intimidating.
yeah, that might.
I mean, I'll be honest. I don't know if I would be intimidated by it, but would you be intimidated? You seen all the?
Well,
'cause
it's
you would
gonna
be like,
give me
wait a
pause.
minute here.
It's gonna give me pause. If I'm
So
going
I
through.
had to post that because it's like I approached 2 of my closest guy friends. They said there's nothing wrong with what you're doing because they know me.
Right.
But they know you.
And
They
you've
know
seen
you.
me. You've
Yeah.
seen me, Barry, at the show.
But I know you. I'm just saying, if
but
you're
at the
trying
show,
to,
Barry, you just said it.
and I agree. But if a guy was trying to get to know you and didn't know you, like I know
Yeah.
you or your other two friends,
Yeah.
that could be an issue.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
so-
it just and
I don't
also.
think so. I don't think it's legitimate because if he likes her and he's obviously trying to pursue something, then if he's already questioning her character at this
I
early
know.
stage on,
Oh, no.
it's like, well, why?
I don't think he's
Is
questioning
it
the
a
character
per-
though. He's not questioning
Oh
the
yeah,
character.
he
No, I don't think so. I
Wait, but
think
shouldn't we be questioning the character of the
because
people
you
that
be
we're trying to
questioning. If you
date?
see,
I mean,
if
some-
you see this guy with all nothing but women
Well,
around
no,
him.
I was told,
Standing
and I
next to somebody,
quote, and
that's
I
a
was
different
told, and I quote, and I am butthurt about it. I was told that
Butthurt.
I would rather date a lady that has class. That's what I was told.
Well, that's out. I don't think
No, that's
I
out
think
of
that's out of pocket.
Exactly.
I don't-
No,
And-
I think that's
Right,
Yeah,
I don't
I would-
think-
Thank you.
think he should have said
And that's
that.
the reason why I'm like, you know what? You don't see me with class. How dare you?
But
Right,
is this
well,
a guy
that's,
you're
that's,
really
that's
interested in?
presumptuous of somebody to say that. That's-
Exactly.
He just sounds like he has some deep insecurities.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah, so-
Oh, he was
Yeah.
hurt.
That-
He was more hurt, I think. When you're hurt, you do say things.
Well,
But
that-
did he say
things?
when you're
When
giving
you're
a
hurt,
guy,
very
you do
immature
say
to
things.
approach
don't
excuse
you?
me,
that.
when you're giving the guy a chance, when you're giving the guy a chance.
But maybe he doesn't
and-
feel like it's a chance when he turns on his Facebook. I'm just playing devil's advocate. When he turns on his Facebook and he sees all these pictures, because I've had comments like that sometimes about
Yeah.
pictures I post, and they're like, oh, you never.
But for me, it's so innocent, you know.
Her standing next to somebody is a different story than some other types of pictures that could be.
What
Yeah.
picture were you talking about? Even if
Like a just different sort of physical contact with one.
I've had it where I had
And
a
she's in
woman sitting
PR
on my lap.
marketing. That's
which
a
was-
totally
which
different
is-
story.
No, it's not. Because
Yes,
it's
it is.
platonic. It's a platonic
No,
friendship.
no.
Just because
There
somebody's
is
sitting on
never
her lap.
platonic. Okay, I want to ask you this question.
Okay.
If a one, and both of you guys.
Okay,
If
and
a
me
woman is
too.
sitting on a man's lap, is it ever purely platonic?
Well, that's no.
I don't think so.
No.
Oh, wait a
Wait a
minute.
second.
Santa Claus?
Hold on.
Wait a second.
Let me
Wait a
hear-
second.
let me hear this one.
Can I
Hey.
have 10 seconds?
You
I
guys,
played Santa Claus.
Give her
right there.
10. Give her 10. She
Okay.
wants
I
10
need
seconds.
10 seconds because there's a comment here.
I wanna get back to
Mr.
that.
Joseph Higgins.
Uh-oh, I saw this one.
You put here, let me read
I
it to
saw this
everybody.
Oh, Lord, Joseph.
Yeah, I
Joseph, it
saw that
does
one.
make you look like a groupie. LOL.
I purposely didn't read that out loud.
Taking pics with only celebs is corny.
I purposely
Excuse me,
didn't read
Joseph. I don't take pictures with just celebs. If you know me, you probably change your mind. But I'm not gonna convince you because you are judging without knowing me.
Don't judge.
And she's taking pictures. Well, I'm a celebrity, so I guess.
Don't be judging.
I take pictures with everybody, with my
Me and-
friends,
me and Terry are
male and
celebrities
female,
now, so.
male and female. When I'm at an event, and I post everything because that's my life. This is who I mingle with. These are my friends, my acquaintances, and whatnot. And my life is my life. It does not make me a groupie. To call me a groupie is very judgmental, and you should take a look at the mirror and judge yourself first.
Okay.
All right, so
Well,
wait.
that-
Where were we going just a minute ago, though? You were
Is it
saying.
ever purely platonic?
Platonic.
When a woman
Let's talk
is
about
sitting on
platonic.
a man's lap. To me, I would say no.
Well, let's talk.
No.
That's a hell
Well,
no.
That's
hell
That's
no.
not true.
I am not going to sit
Stop.
on my
Stop.
friend's lap.
Stop.
As a man.
No.
Barry, you
no
stop
sitting
right
on the lap.
now.
No
Barry,
sitting.
you
No, hold
stop
on.
right now.
Hold on.
I'm not gonna
If
let you
this
do this.
man- No,
B.
I'm not saying it was me. I'm just saying if this man was totally being in a friendship zone and it was all of a sudden somebody wanted to take a picture, right?
This guy's lying, man.
No, I'm not.
You lying,
I'm
B.
just hurt, and they just wanted to take a picture, and the ladies, oh, I'm just gonna sit on your lap and take this picture. Oh, okay. It was just a picture. It was only 35 seconds. I don't see it as an
Thank
issue.
you.
Come on,
Especially-
B.
How is it an issue?
Your girlfriend, okay, you guys are together, and you see a picture on Facebook with her sitting on somebody's lap. It's
Oh,
cool. It's just platonic. It's they're my friend. He was my homeboy from high school. We got, it's nothing. You want her? She wearing her little nice little dress, showing everything, and all
Okay,
that
but
really nice.
Terry,
to the lap. On the lap.
what if this picture?
Lap.
No, hold on. What if this
Come
picture
on,
had
man.
5 other people in the
He's
picture?
lying, B.
No.
No,
Not
if it had
matter.
5 other people in the picture.
Why
it was
they ain't on
totally-
his lap? Why she gotta be on his
Well,
lap?
Come
on,
the-
man.
I don't. Maybe because of women.
Thank you.
You
Thank
come-
That's how it was so big that
Stop.
it just
Stop.
kinda-
You reaching, man.
I'm not reaching. I'm just saying.
You reaching.
I think I will say this about Facebook. I think Facebook is the devil of relationships.
Yeah, if your girl's sitting on
has
somebody's
no
lap.
power in and of
It does.
itself.
What?
It is only
every
how
guy
you
that you
use
date,
it.
every guy that you date, do you automatically add them on Facebook right away?
No,
You take
because
your
I
time.
learned from past experiences
Exactly.
not to do that.
Facebook. That's what I said. Facebook is because people misinterpret a lot of things on Facebook and they blow it out of proportion.
I don't think it's a misinterpretation. It's that maybe they're being exposed to things that they're not ready to see yet.
What's the damn difference? Wait, hold on.
This can go deep.
Wait
Okay.
a minute.
It is gonna go deep, very deep.
Okay, let's talk
Because
about.
everybody
Oh,
has a
oh,
pre-existing Facebook page even prior to that person coming into their lives. It can get real tricky and intricate trying.
Right,
to
but I'm not
figure
talking
out
about
how
what you had on your Facebook 6 months before. I'm
Get
talking
it,
about
get it,
right
Terry.
now.
Yeah, but
You
there's
know,
always
they gotta
some
change-
overlap from the past into the present.
They want you
How
to
so?
erase that.
So-
How so?
And won't you be transparent?
Let's talk about this
Transparent.
particular situation of maybe this scenario where there was a woman sitting on a man's lap, and
Well,
she
that's
was a
not
friend
cool.
from the past. She was a friend from the past, but the new woman, who is in the picture now, is seeing that picture and
That's not cool.
Right.
No, that's but see, the thing is that picture. If it was a friend,
And then
from
never even discuss the parameters of certain things.
Stop, hold on, let me
I just
just-
don't see it as a problem.
I'm
If you
gonna go
never
back to
discuss it, because you got to discuss everything within the context
Wait,
of
that's something
That's
I'm
all
gonna go
saying.
right
Some
back-
things you just don't do.
I'm gonna go
You
right
don't
back to
have
you.
If you're
to
used to
discuss-
be, if somebody's used to
If
being
you
single
have
for a
any
long period of
ethics
time,
and any compass, any moral compass, you just know that's inappropriate. I have started this relationship with this person. We may not have carved out all of the parameters, but I am not going to post a picture with a woman sitting on my lap when we are trying to do something.
if it's just like a business arrangement or a business contract, you have everything carved out before you can go ahead and do
Okay,
any
let's
type of
talk about
agreement.
that. Is there economy of relationship? Can you function in a romantic relationship and in the dating context as an economy? Because I believe that Barry believes this. That this
Break this
is how
down.
you
Break
do
this
it.
down. What you mean by
No,
this?
wait, wait.
That there is an exchange,
by the way,
that-
I didn't say this, guys. Did I
Wow.
say
Let's-
this?
let's-
That's kind of to me what you were alluding to and what you just said.
So what do you mean? Break it down.
And-
What do you mean?
okay.
Was the picture like from the past or while they're
If it's
already
brand
in
new,
this
that's a
scenario,
problem.
this picture was in current.
That's
Yeah.
a
Oh,
problem.
so
That's a
that
problem.
because Joseph Higgins just mentions you can't worry about pics that happened before you. After the relationship starts, there are rules.
That's true, and I agree with that, Joseph. I agree with that. That's what I was trying to. Hold on,
Thank
this
you,
is what I was
Joseph,
trying
When
to
the
being
rules are
engaged.
determined, though.
But wait a
When
minute,
the
no.
rules are determined.
This is what I was trying to get at. This is what I was trying to get at a minute ago because
Okay.
she brought that up. About a friend from the past. Now, if that picture was from the past with that friend, that's okay.
Time to go.
But if you're with,
Time to go, Cassie. I'm
if
sorry.
you are with somebody now, and that was from Saturday night,
Yeah,
you
there
got
is a
some.
problem.
You got some explaining to do. That's all I'm saying. You can't do that. You can't do certain things at certain points. Now, I also think that when you're going on to somebody's page,
It's
you're
old
talking
school.
about
I'm old school in my approach on things.
you're talking about friends and
What do
things
you
like that.
mean?
You just said parameters, right? Okay,
That's
so
contradictory to me. You're old school, yet you think that that's okay.
I didn't. Wait,
because
time out.
what
Time
part of
out.
the game was that back in the old school? I don't think that
Wait,
was ever.
Well,
Okay.
we didn't have Facebook, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
because
well,
she
But if
was
you had a
around.
Polaroid of somebody from Saturday
Nobody's
night
gonna have a
holding a
Polaroid.
newspaper from Saturday on 1993 sitting on somebody's lap,
Oh,
and
yeah,
it's Monday,
I'm
they
gonna
all
ask
have the
guys,
same question.
The picture I seen the picture. It wasn't really that big of a deal. Nobody else thought that. So,
It was for the girl, no, but for the girl or the girlfriend or the boy, that would be a problem for the other half of a relationship.
Okay, so this kind of segues into something like that really frustrates me is I feel like that people have totally lost a sense of like kind of ethics around dating. Like there are unspoken rules. There are things you just don't do. So
like what, for example?
There's a lot of
things
okay,
you
let's
just
get.
don't do.
What are the?
If
Maybe
you-
we'll ask them. What is some of the rules? Because everybody's concept about relationships is totally. And that's the.
So let's get the ladies'
That's
rules.
true,
Let's
and
get
you
the-
have to
let's get the-
negotiate terms. That's
Okay.
what I'm talking about. Kind of the
Okay,
economy
you get
of
one and you
relationship.
get one.
Okay.
You have
Let's
to
roll with it.
negotiate terms. An example of something that you just should not do.
Mhm.
That was my example. That's as good.
You
as
shouldn't have.
You shouldn't
somebody's-
have pictures of somebody sitting on your lap if
When you're already in a
entering into
relationship.
relationship
Yeah,
with
that's
somebody else.
What
I
about
agree with
friends
that.
of the opposite sex?
Well, you
where do
don't
we
sit
draw
on
a
somebody's
line?
lap, period.
No, I'm not
Come
talking.
on.
No. The lap thing's out. We already
Okay,
we're
so that's mine.
we're
I
we're
disagree
agreement.
with that.
It's on
Where
you.
everybody but Barry understands how crazy that is. But let's
Yeah.
let's leave that
Well,
alone. But
mine
the
is
friend
this.
thing. The
What-
friend thing.
well, mine is this. Let's say you enter a new relationship and we are at the function. Don't post pictures with all the girls without me. When I went to the bathroom, that's when you took the picture, and that's the one picture that you
Yeah.
post on your
Okay.
Facebook wall.
Okay.
That's a total no-no.
That's out.
And
That's
I
out.
would do the same thing. I wouldn't like if it's a group picture. I will make
That's
sure
out.
that you're included in the picture. I mean, whether there's a lot of guys.
That's funny though.
Yeah.
You have to admit,
That's out. That's out.
Again, listen up. Do not do this to Dina.
Yeah,
And don't do this to Cassie, by the
would
way.
you
Don't do
agree?
this to me
Would
either.
you
It's been-
agree? It's like
Yes.
why that is messed up, and that happened. Like that really happened. It's
Oh,
like,
Lord.
and
That's
that happened
crazy.
in my
That's crazy.
and that happened in my house party. Okay.
Okay. Oh Lord, I don't.
But baby, what you just
Hey,
just being the girls chilling. That's all it was.
No.
Don't do that.
That's
Don't do
that's
that.
what I say disrespectful.
Right.
Because with me when I post pictures, I include everybody, especially if I'm with my significant other.
Yeah,
You
Because
right.
have to be aware of
Okay.
things like that.
Yeah.
I think just
That-
the
yeah.
respect factor is really
So-
Okay, but how about talking
Yeah.
to friends outside of this relationship?
Yeah.
Is
That
there
happened to be the
certain
opposite
rules? So
sex.
the guy calls or texts you at 10 o'clock or 10:30. Do you
That's it.
educate
That
him?
has to be
How do we feel about
established. To
that?
me, that's a part of the initial terms that you
Yeah.
set up with that person in the negotiations process.
So it's
where
not
you
like
say,
this sitting on
what
the
do
lap?
you feel comfortable with?
Yeah.
No, it's not the same at all. That is totally different.
What about-
Having
okay.
friends and then where the parameters
So when
need to
somebody's
be and the
texting you at
boundaries need to be
10:30 at
in
night.
those relationships.
Okay, I'm-
Well, let me piggyback off that.
Okay.
So let's say we're the brand new relationship. We just started dating. It's early. It's early on. It's only been a few weeks, but we like where it's going and everything like that. We're hanging out. We're chilling. We're Netflix and chilling.
Oh, we gotta get into that, too.
So we're chilling at the house, and then Cassie, you hear the phone ring. Maybe a guy gets up and he goes to the bathroom. Real
Oh
quick.
no, hell no.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Hell
You
no.
know you do this. Don't
Hell
even
no.
lie. Don't tell this lie.
Hell
You know
no.
you do
I
this.
ain't never
Hell
done
no.
that.
Look,
I
look,
don't
look.
believe in that.
So he done got up.
I'll
He done
talk
went to
right
the
further.
bathroom.
He
You-
can talk while I'm in his
No,
presence.
no.
Wait, are you paying his phone?
No, farewell,
Are you
no.
paying his phone
Stop,
bill?
stop, stop.
Excuse me, Barry.
Are you paying his phone bill?
Excuse me,
Talk to the
Barry.
guy.
That's
Talk to- you're not
I'm
paying.
not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Disrespectful. You see,
I'm not
if
saying
I get
that.
a call at 10 o'clock, that must, or 11 o'clock for that sake, and then it must be emergency.
Yes.
I'm not
I
saying
will
he
have
got
to pick
up.
up the phone while my man is next to me so he can listen to the conversation. That is
That's
respectful and acceptable.
Okay, I wasn't saying that though. I'm saying like, okay,
But-
he got up. He got up.
Because I have nothing to hide.
I'm not okay. I get that. I'm saying, what if he got up? He went to the bathroom. You know, you guys paused Orange is the New Black, and then you look over at his phone, and Cassie, you look over at his phone, and Dina's on the phone. You're like, who's Dina? And this is 10:30. You
Hold
know,
on.
it's 10:30.
We got a question that
We have a question from Valerie Ann Griffith. I have a
Val,
question. I'm
what's up,
sorry.
girl?
Hi, Val. Sorry, I have to put my glasses.
Oh, yeah,
Gucci glass.
No, it's Prada.
Oh, my
I want to ask the ladies their thoughts on the guys always hiding his phone.
Uh,
Ooh,
If
very
somebody
good one.
flips their phone upside down all the time, that's a sure sign.
What the heck? Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Wait, that's really
That's a
wrong.
real thing.
I have a light on my phone that's very bright,
Yeah.
and so I flip it over so we can, if it's dark or it's not distracting. That's not true.
Okay.
She wants the ladies' opinion.
That's
So
not true, though.
She
Yeah,
wants
I'm a
the
lady.
ladies' opinion. So the ladies,
Oh.
ladies, what do
Yes.
you Take it away.
Well, Valerie, Val, let's not just talk about just the guys. I think when you are in a relationship, you need to establish that beforehand. And, it's like if you were seeing other people or like have like some fling with other people, then you need to tell those people like, hey, I'm in a relationship now, and then
I agree with
you should
that.
stop. And
Amen.
then if I'm in a relationship, I have no problem giving my phone to you. For example, if we're in a relationship, you can look at it, but
Sometimes things get misconstrued. though,
no,
a
but
little bit.
one second. There are times that I might get a text or something from an old fling or whatnot. If I don't respond, don't kill me on that one because it was not my fault. I mean, it's like somebody like, if I don't respond, then it's like that's still respectful to you.
Mhm.
And then I respond, I'm in a relationship. Then you should respect me for that because at least I'm being honest.
I believe you have to trust that person enough to not need to check their phone in order to believe that they're
Amen.
being transparent. And transparency, to me, is very, very important, and it has to be on both sides. And when you can trust that person enough to not have to go to that level and that extreme.
Don't you guys think it's harder being in a relationship after being years of being single, like getting into a relationship? Because it seemed like times have changed for a
Yeah.
relationship with, social media the way it is. The way access, it's just a little more accessible for people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is so hard to have those limitations and really trying to carefully tell and really try to separate yourself from going from being single to a relationship.
Yeah.
Is that
it's really hard to when you've been single because like if you have been happy single, why get into a relationship? That's my motto right now. It's like I don't.
Are you ever really
I
happy
personally
single
don't.
like that? Like,
Oh, I
You
think you can be.
You can
There's
be.
a
I am
content-
happy.
a different type of contentment in that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am content being single. Prior to like me, I mean, now I've been in a relationship and then not anymore. Blah blah blah. For the longest time, for maybe a year and a half, I didn't have anybody. But I have access to so many. I just didn't want to be because I can roll solo. I'm happy with myself. I have no drama, baby mama drama, other women drama, blah blah blah. I was content. And then I'm like, after a year and a half, oh, maybe someone comes along.
What's better,
I'm
being
open.
single and in a good relationship, or being content and by yourself?
I have yet to be in a very good relationship.
in your
So
life?
you're
I have
going
a very good
single all the way.
relationship, Yes.
Mm.
And
Tina
so,
says being single's better, ladies.
No, she didn't say that.
I didn't say
Yeah,
that.
well,
Don't put
this
words
is
in my
kinda-
mouth. What
kinda
I'm saying
what
is
like-
this. Do not base your life out of having a relationship because society tells you that you have to be in a relationship. You have to be in a relationship for the right reasons.
Amen.
And
And I
don't
get so
try to
tired.
force
People
it.
always,
Yeah,
people
Yes.
always
Be in
want
a
to.
relationship.
If you're single, oh, you got to get it. No, you don't have to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
You don't.
But it's
What-
not hard when a person comes along who fulfills you. It's not hard to shift gears and to do the things that you need to do to tie up the loose ends. It's not.
I think it is.
I think it depends on what stage you're at
Joseph
in your
said get some
singlehood
cats.
too. And like if
Yeah.
you've been in
Yeah.
a
I'm
really,
allergic,
really long
Joseph.
relationship.
I'm allergic to cats and dogs, so I can't have
Oh.
pets.
Oh.
Like I said, I have a full life, so when the right person comes along, which
Are you open to it?
I
Because
am
I think
open.
a lot of times people say they are and they're not really open because they
I am
still want
open
their
for it.
space.
I just
And one
I
thing I've
just
learned in relationships, that so-called space that we want to have sometimes.
I
but-
feel like though in this day and age we can actually negotiate like different terms. What like our past generations, it had to be cohabitation. It had to be all of these things, like preset things that were part of a long-term committed relationship. And I don't think that our generation looks at things that way. So
Amen.
you can actually renegotiate things and be like, you know what? I love you. I want to be monogamous with you. I don't want to live in the same house with you necessarily.
And that's being honest.
I want to have my space and you have
Oh.
yours. I like this.
That's interesting.
I like this.
So monogamous
Right.
relationship,
Right.
but two different households.
I think that can work. I was married for almost 17 years. I lived with somebody for that long period of time, and that was a wonderful thing in and of itself in certain ways. But I also really, really appreciate because I really appreciate having my own.
I think sometimes having space is important to some people because some people that's really
Yeah,
important.
that's the deal
Especially when you're
breaker
used
because
to living on your own.
Yeah.
It's hard to kind of cohabitate with somebody
Yeah.
when you're not. That can be.
It can actually cause anxiety. It can mess up the relationship
So-
because you're trying to do something that doesn't.
But
fit
I will
your
say,
life.
when you meet somebody and you're in the beginning stages, that honeymoon stage and that beginning stage is a beautiful, beautiful stage. And I might say,
Joseph said that his mom and her man have been together for 20 years and always
Nice,
lived
Joseph.
apart. Always lived apart. And he said
it's
Dina
work.
has deadlift, and the rest of the sports guys that can't.
Oh my God! I'm not. I don't brag. It's just like what I do, and
She
I
just-
just
she
don't-
just-
She didn't brag. I brought it up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've known
you know,
it
it's
was
not
a-
me.
yeah.
It's just not me. It's just that I share a lot about my life. I'm transparent. So a guy comes along and I have
You
no
have to make over
secrets.
I think he gets it.
200,000.
He's messy.
No, I don't do that. The thing about it
He's
is that
messy.
that's a
I think
misconception,
he
though.
likes you, actually.
He's messing with you. He's messing
That's
with you.
the
You know.
thing, yo. What?
It's just playing because it's like, hey,
It's
women on
funny.
the yeah.
Yeah, it's like you said, I'm intimidating because you know it's like
Joseph
I
said he
have
just
my
teased you. I
standards.
figured
and,
that.
We
you know,
just
if-
look. He put the heart.
I figured that much.
Joseph in the gym too. Joseph in the gym.
No,
You see,
I.
What about this? What about this? Because I've been hearing a lot about this. Is Netflix and chill. What?
Sorry.
So somebody calls you up and says,
Let-
"You want to come
Yeah.
over and I don't know,
Chill
watch some
and watch a movie and chill.
I got
I'm like,
Netflix. My Wi-Fi
Is that-
is good.
There's an appropriate time and place.
Okay,
for
so
that.
the first date, I
No.
call up and like, hey, let's.
If
No?
that's what
Date.
if two people as consensual adults want to have a Netflix and chill date, that's their business. If that's not what you want, then you have to express that
we
to that
asking you,
person.
Cassie.
Yeah, Cassie, would that be
We
inappropriate
asking
if
you,
I
Cassie.
Are
said?
we trying to get personal here?
I'm just saying, somebody-
I've
I'm
been
not
at
saying-
different phases and stages in my singlehood. I'll say this.
I'm just saying, if somebody said that to you, like, hey, so what are you doing? I
If
don't
somebody,
know, you
if
want to come over
somebody
and watch
was
Netflix?
that corny to actually say, "Do you want a Netflix?"
So you think it's
No.
corny?
Yeah.
Then
Okay,
say
that's
so.
what I
That would
thought.
be
That's
the
what I
problem.
wanted to hear.
That would be the problem.
That's what I wanted to
You just
hear.
said, "Do
People
you
are
want a
using that
Netflix
terms.
and chill?" I'm a 40-year-old woman. That is something that a 20, to 25.
What if he doesn't say chill? What if he
What
just
if he
says,
say,
want to come
I
over and
wanna
watch
come over and watch a
Netflix?
movie?
There's so many.
And have
It's
a
a
drink.
gray area to chill. Just like
Coming over to somebody's house
Yep.
the first time you date them is not ideal.
No.
No matter how you come.
even
Right,
the second
right.
and third
Unless
time
that's
is
what
not
you
ideal
want.
for me.
I get you. I'm just giving. I'm trying to see where you're at with that. You know,
I think.
So what is a good first date situation?
Oh yeah. Oh wait, who pays for? And
And we're gonna end. This
This is
will
our
be
last
our
one,
final
guys.
topic. The first date, the dreaded first date. What is a good one? What is something that would be something that would turn you off? What is something that you would look for?
If we have to split the bill, I've only
If
been
you
in
have
my
to split the
entire
bill.
life. I had one date, and I had to split the bill.
I know
I'm
that's right.
sorry.
It's offensive.
I am sorry.
Let's go
Who's the
Dutch.
guy?
Let's go Dutch. Let's go Dutch.
Hey, we're gonna go to Joe.
Hey, this is a new world.
Wait.
Women are equal to men.
No, you
We are
invited me
equal
the
to
first
men.
date.
kind of
We
man
are
you're
equal.
You
dealing with right
invited
off
me
the
on
bat.
a date.
We
I'm
were-
sorry.
we
Time
were
out.
5
You
minutes
invited
away
me
from
on a
having a
date.
woman
What would I
president.
say? You know.
So if you ever invite a guy,
you
out,
invite a guy, then
are
yeah.
you expected to pay then? Since
If you invited, so whoever invited, do they?
I
do they
would pay, but I never invited.
I never
anybody.
invite men out.
Oh, see,
So that's
it's
not-
okay,
not
it's
either.
okay.
But
Oh
if
my
we are in a
goodness.
relationship, like I cook, me. I got
Yeah.
all the hookups for my plus one and all these different things. There's a lot
Yeah.
of freebies.
But he's
right
still
there.
paying.
There's always
No, he's
going to
not
be a
paying
give and
because,
take.
you know,
It's not about the
Oh,
money.
they just
It's
talking about
about
the
what that's
Yeah.
symbolic.
it's not about the money,
It's-
then you wouldn't have a
it's a-
problem paying half the
Uh-oh.
It's
bill.
not about the money.
Then you wouldn't have a problem. I'm just playing devil's game.
I don't.
You wouldn't have a problem paying half the bill then, right?
No.
If it's not about the money, you'd be like, okay, we're splitting the
No.
bill. No.
It's about where
What?
that man's
No,
mind
wait,
is at.
no, if we
Yeah.
okay, but
Okay, let me just
Okay.
answer Nicholas Jones because he said
Right,
that
let's listen.
that he has not that there's anything wrong with me picking up the tab, but not now splitting the bill is looked
Nice
down
disclaimer
upon.
for
Yes,
us.
because you just invited me. I'm sorry. You know, I mean, I turned down so many invites, and I chose to to go with you because you invited me, and you want me to pay half of the bill. Nah.
Sure.
wait,
You must
are
be
you
sure.
ever gonna pay half the bill? So after maybe 5 dates, would you think about paying half the bill?
I'll
after
pay
6 days,
my own bill if I know that relationship is only going to go into the platonic realm.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, that's been established.
Once
We can be
once
friends.
we are in a
So wait,
relationship,
if you like the
it
guy, you
changes.
gonna make the guy pay? So if you like the guy,
I don't make a man do anything.
I didn't
first
say-
of
I'm
all,
just
'cause
saying.
any man that's doing something for me is because he wants to do it.
Yep.
So there,
Hey.
I don't even have to verbally
He wants that.
express this sentiment. It's like, okay, whatever you do determines the outcome of the situation.
But he paying.
It's not about forcing.
He's
He
paying.
is or he's not. I
I'm just playing. Just
Yeah, I agree, Joseph, when you say a girl should never pay unless it's full blast relationship status. That's what I was getting at.
Right.
Once you are in a relationship, it's
Right.
more like give and take
Right.
and all this. Let me take you out. It's more like showing you appreciation for what you do for me and what I do. So it's give
Well,
and take.
I've never
I
paid.
would-
I
I would
never.
say-
I never made a woman pay on a
I
date,
would
so
even
that-
say-
I get that. That's pretty much how I think it is too. But I just need to. Sometimes it's just like, okay, so like, let's say, and not necessarily first date, but a first meeting type situation. Like you guys say you just met somebody and you're out somewhere, not saying a club necessarily, but something like that. What's an out and about kind of event or whatever. Are you expecting the guy to like buy a drink for you right away or something like that, or is that?
Well,
is that
I don't
something
drink, and I get offers too. You know.
But if you did, would you expect the guy to buy you a drink right away?
This is somebody you
What-
just met
expect-
while you're out.
There's no expectation whatsoever.
Okay.
You know, a nice guy will offer, "Can I buy you a drink?"
But a guy that said, did you would consider as a
Absolutely.
potential? Would you expect the potential to be a guy who would buy you a drink?
If you just met them out, or if you were going.
I'm saying
out.
I'm not
all the
necessarily on a
time,
date. I'm
though.
just talking about like you're meeting somebody, like you're out somewhere, you're at an event, maybe a club, a party, or something like that. You're out somewhere,
Uh-huh.
and the guy that is showing you some kind of interest. You guys maybe have sparked up some conversation.
Yeah.
You're talking. At some point, are you
Dating is
expecting to get a
kind of
drink?
like a nature show. It's kind of like there's the whole wide world of dating. It is really not about the money, it's about the act. And that act is significant. It means something. It actually means that man is willing to do, it's a gracious act to say, you know what, I'm going to just do this. It's a drink. What does it really mean? It's not like, oh my gosh, I
I mean,
really
like
need you to
$20
buy me a
something.
drink.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
It's just it's
But
just an act.
what I will say is, over a period of time, though, a woman shouldn't. I shouldn't have to always pick up stuff. In terms of-
That's fine.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Over a
fine.
period of time. I
Yes.
think after a period of time, like you said, maybe if something's established, maybe if it's not really
Well,
established,
yeah.
it should be like.
You renegotiate terms as you move along in the relationship.
Renegotiate terms.
You
No,
keep on
right.
talking about this is how I see things. This is what a good relationship is built on. That sort of communication. Okay, we're at this point that I would like you to do this for me. You know, and vice versa. And we work that out. This is in that you kind of have to
But sincere acts, I shouldn't always have to tell you, or vice versa. Some things that you should sometimes pick up. If
women
you
do
involved.
all kinds
Yeah.
of things for men without being asked.
Yeah.
We give up our
Like-
bodies.
Well,
we give up ourselves, we give up-
that's a
Yeah.
go ahead. I don't know about
No,
the giving up the
no,
bodies
no.
because I think that's not true at
No.
all. I think that's
You know, what's
When you're in a full-on committed monogamous relationship, we're not even going to go. I'm not talking about
I'm not-
sexual
yeah.
intimacy. I'm just saying we give of ourselves in so many ways without being asked.
so. You're saying all women do that?
And men should give of themselves in ways that where we don't have to ask them. It's just a give and
Well,
take.
what way do you think that?
happens.
And I'm
Yeah.
just to clarify, what way in particular do you think that a woman is gonna definitely be giving of herself in a way that maybe the guy doesn't necessarily have?
We have a skill set sometimes that men don't have. So automatically
Such
we're
as?
probably going to be cleaning, cooking, and doing things around the house that, you know, a lot of men are good at as well. I don't draw gender lines when it
Right,
comes
but
to
I
those
get what
things.
you're saying.
But
That would be
ultimately, culturally, most men do, you know, certain things well, and women do certain things well. Some of it is just, you know, things that we're taught from a young age. But since we're doing those things, there are things that men should do as an act of kindness towards women because they don't do all those things that we do. So some of those little things are significant, like even in the beginning, the buying of drinks, the buying of meals. Those are things, acts of love, kindness from the heart, saying, I want to give this thing to you. And there's an exchange.
So it's kind of like we build up credit. When
Yeah.
we do that
That's what it
kind of
is.
thing. We
But-
build up
but-
a relationship credit.
But for me, I don't
Back to
have
that
to
drink
have,
that one
if
time.
we're in a full-blown relationship, I mean,
it should be a partnership.
it's a partnership, thank you. And a lot of times, I like to do a lot of stuff. So I'll buy, like tickets to a concert that I don't have free access to and whatnot. It's like, or we go to comedy show, let's go. So that's my part. And then of course, it's a give and take. You'll pick up the tab. I don't even drink, so my tab out of $100 bill will probably be $20.
And that's what I'm saying. After a period of time,
I like that.
Yeah, after a period of time, that should be the norm to me.
Yeah.
You should realize and recognize, okay, if this man's always done this, just like I recognize certain things.
I don't
that you're
disagree with that at all.
You know, that's all I'm saying. I agree with that.
Where's
So-
somewhere you would like to go on a first date? What's an ideal type situation for you with the guy that you would consider potential for yourself? Either lady, what would be somewhere that you guys would consider being?
I would say
good
like
for?
something that's a cultural event where I can kind of gauge where that man's mind is at as far as his awareness of culture. Something museum related, something music, live music. Because for me, those are the things that are important. What is he exposed to? How is he going to enrich my life?
Well, a first date for me would be somewhere where we can actually have a conversation. Because
walking
you
the
go
walk.
to a show, you go to a concert or music
talk.
an event, you can't talk.
Museum, you can't really talk.
So
No,
movies
to
and
go
music
in
is
a
not-
movie. Why would you go to a movie?
Right,
For
right.
2 hours,
You're watching
no
somebody
cell
else.
phone, no shut.
Right, I
Everybody
got
shut.
you.
And that goes down to the cell phone. So should your cell phone be shut off during
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
basically-
good. So you're saying during a date, you think people should actually turn their phones off
Turn
and be
themselves-
disconnected
Of
from other
course,
things?
of course. That's so disrespectful. You are on a date.
Wait,
especially
Cassie don't know
first
about
date.
that.
I disagree with that. I
Yeah,
have 4
kids.
children.
Ah, okay,
so
that's
my
good. That
phone
might be
is
different.
always in front of my face at all times.
Okay.
I have to be.
But-
It's like being a doctor. as far
Okay,
as I'm concerned.
so
have to be
you
on
would
call.
respond to your children,
But maybe that was the only thing.
I would not respond to any other text besides
Okay.
like
Okay, but an emergency call from your
text.
kids.
Of
Okay,
course,
okay.
of course. I get that. But you
But
know,
for some people without kids, it should be off.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's be like, because you're on a date. You're on a date for maybe 1 hour, 2 hours. Dedicate that time to the person. You get to
Yeah.
know this person.
Wow,
Give this
I-
person a
Yeah.
chance, right?
I agree with that.
I have a lot of clients, so sometimes it's
Oh my goodness. Oh, we need to educate you.
I know.
Oh my goodness. So for me, you know, like an early happy hour, maybe an early dinner, so that it's not too late and all that, so you can have conversation and whatnot. And then if the date is actually going well, then you can do other things after that.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
Nicholas says, especially with this generation, most women expect everything to be handed to them these days. And then when you are being friendly, some women turn it into a negative approach. He's just trying to smash. So if you don't necessarily flash a bunch of cash and do a whole bunch of stuff, the girls think, oh, he's just trying to smash. So you think
And again, I guess that
that's
could be
something
that's
like,
up to you. Have to gauge what woman
Yeah.
that you're trying to.
because would you think of that
Think out.
if somebody said like, hey, let's go for a hike for this first time out when we're
That's-
together or something like
Hike
that,
is-
or a walk, or a walk of some kind.
Hike is hard to be. You're not gonna be talking the whole
I've
time.
had first or second dates going on.
I'm saying
hiking
somewhere
around.
Where
not that-
trails?
You know, I have a lot of stamina, so I can talk and I can hike up a hill
Yeah, but
at
most
the same
but
time.
what matters what trails.
Everybody made me.
What trails
that
you're going
way.
on?
Well, man, okay, so
Maybe
let's
you
not
can't
get
do
not
that.
get hung up on
I
the
can't
hike.
do that. I know.
Let's not get hung up on the
I got a little
hiking.
mad about the hiking.
What about something that you're
free.
just out and you're walking
Right.
and you're enjoying
That's cool.
nature and
Well,
things like that? Would that be fun?
Joseph Higgins again said,
Oh, Lord.
don't take her to any sports events. Barry, me? Was it intended for me?
Huh?
I go to every sports
I go to
event.
every event.
And
I
that's why
don't
he's
miss
saying
any
it.
Seahawks
And
game,
that's why he's saying it.
FYI.
I'm trying to go to a couple Seahawks games.
And that's why
So
he's
be
saying it.
quiet.
I'm big in
That's what
sports,
I'm saying.
Joseph, so I go to a lot of sports games.
Okay.
So yeah, we could
Yeah.
go on a date.
That's why he's saying it.
All right, well, we're gonna wrap
We're
this
gonna
up.
wrap it up. We want to thank
the
Dina,
lovely
Vinny.
Cassie May and the lovely Dina.
You guys have been great. This has been fun. It's been
This is the
educational.
first. I don't know what we're gonna call it. We gotta come up with some more dating.
This
Dating,
is actually
date talk,
good, and
men
you
and
know,
women
it's
talk.
like
you
we
know.
have a lot of engaged people, and I like it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you.
They
for
were
being so
clowning us too
engaged.
first.
No, they're great. So we want to thank everybody for watching tonight, and we're going to be back next week. I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the movies, some of the Game of Thrones.
Game of
watching.
Thrones, Planet of
You know,
Apes, Spider-Man, my review on that, and then we got some other TV shows. We'll get back to.
I'm gonna have a review for Dunkirk coming up next week too, so look out for that. And we're gonna do some more talking with these ladies real soon here because this was a lot of fun.
Nicholas doesn't want us to end. He's
Nah.
like, there's so much more you all could went into though.
Oh, there is so much more. If there was more time, we would be.
We're not getting paid on this, all right? We give you
right,
all
so
we can give you right now.
We do want to thank everybody for watching. Remember, like us, share us, and tell us about tell people about us. And we're gonna see you guys next time. Barry, where's the chop at?
529 Central Avenue North.
All right, thank everybody
know
for coming and watching us, and we will see you next time. And until then, peace out.
Thank you.
That was good.
That was actually good.
Guys, I